They were contemporaries as amateurs. They never knew each other personally. Berto was
the fighters that I've known, but physically I think
far in the first round. Berto is busier, and down goes Berto on a hard left hand. Ortega immediately made the ruling.
Each did it, but you may be right, Jim.
and then anywhere above the waist, and it did. Even if it was a grazing blow, he blocked. He wouldn't have went down there had I been hit.
Berto staggered again. Straight left hand by Ortiz. And Berto does go down in the corner this time, so now Ortiz has the credit for the knockdown that he didn't get the first time around.
Ortiz has come out here, a fighter inside as well as outside. Berto, I find myself surprised by that.
I'm stunned. Berto pastes Ortiz. Ortiz is trying to get rid of him right here. With a big right hand, Ortiz walks through it. Keeps throwing. Berto blocking the shot.
This would be a very interesting fight, you know, but I don't know what's going to happen tonight.
From behind in the late rounds to reel in Collazo. Been hit with as big a shot as the left hand that put him down in the corner. The first two punches were also part of the damage. Berto was clearly wobbly and woozy at that point. See if Berto has his composure back.
Yeah, very explosive.
And Ortiz has been a fast.
Berto, I don't think he's fully recuperated.
Fireworks we saw in the first round here. Good uppercut by Berto.
And it's one or two short punches. There you go, those short, compact punches.
Who is basically a right-hander.
Berto has a look.
It's not just his confidence, it's his whole state of mind coming into this fight. That he was facing an inferior the way he did.
All of Ortiz's punches are very
There's the right hand
sharp.
again. So now, 3 times fighters have been on the canvas. The first one are knockdowns for, and you've already seen the damage it can do. What a start. But 2 of them were those big right hands. Ortiz 16 out of 32. So Ortiz remains the busier fighter or fearless in the first couple of rounds. But Bert.
Break, let him out. Don't back hit.
Will emerge from the slugfest which has taken place so far. But they're back to slugging again.
But Berto is still never, to me, fully recuperated from the first. He wasn't hurt that bad when he got up as compared to the way Berto was when he went down.
Uppercut lands for Ortiz.
Yeah, and his punches were short punches.
Berto holding on.
Let him go.
Ortiz is fighting like a young man possessed.
Left hand lands for Ortiz. Berto wobbling again as he goes back against the ropes.
Watch your head coming inside.
Hasn't yet seen the uppercut coming. Berto and painted twice. Now he lands the.
Watch your head inside.
They are testing each other. Now they're both passing them. And nobody knows the way this fight.
Hard right hand by Berto. Another big. Another straight. Let's really brawl.
But you let the guy keep throwing those punches. He's playing the numbers game. I think Berto is really still weakest.
And Berto alternating between looks of desperation and determination.
Berto is being asked questions here he's never had to answer before.
Through 3 rounds, Ortiz has already thrown nearly 150.
I gave each guy a 10-8 round for the knockdowns in round 1, and Victor Ortiz took it to Andre, kept motioning him in, because every time Berto laid on the ropes. I mean, I agree with you. I don't know why we should for Ortiz to come in. Ortiz.
This is the type of guy that I hate to go in a ring fight when I see that look in his eye, that I will not be determined. I will not be lose tonight. I will not be denied. And that's the way he's
2
fighting.
more hard shots. Another right hook for Ortiz.
Manuel, what?
Again, Berto motions him in.
What is that?
Not that straight right now. And he needs to roll.
But what's the motioning Ortiz in?
Muhammad Ali started that when he fought Joe Frazier, and that's when he's tired.
Big left hand by Berto. Ortiz walked right through it.
There you see the legs. That's why he's in the ropes.
If Ortiz would go to the body a few times, he might finish him.
But He's throwing everything upstairs.
Hoping the other guy punches himself out by hitting you.
Break, let him out.
With Ortiz's power shots before.
Watch your head.
Were it not for his
coming in.
second,
His legs are still way too weak.
he's still leaning against the ropes for support. Still motioning Ortiz in. Constantly between
Hey,
the ropes.
watch your head. Be careful.
The image of Ortiz coming into this fight, that he was more flighty, stand toe-to-toe with him.
A few jabs, and then they trade another pair of big shots. Tied by Ortiz. Ortiz still physically dominant into the 5th round. Ortiz testing Berto's legs once again.
Fight as though he just needs one punch to change it all.
Well, we're not in the profession, he hasn't been tested, but this is, as you said, Larry,
61 pounds for one thing.
he probably should have been fighting all the time.
This was part of the mantra for Ortiz coming into the fight. Welterweight fighting in the junior welterweight division. And right now, Ortiz down in the 2nd round. Ortiz strafed Berto with a lot of power shots in the 3rd and 4th. Slugfest, and the slugfest advantages have still seemed to belong to Victor Ortiz.
A story of winding up spending 2 weeks in Jersey off the English coast.
This is the best start Berto's had in a round,
No, don't hit
and
him.
he now seems confident enough that
Slow start for him, or is it just Ortiz?
I think it's Ortiz. Ortiz act with punches that is very difficult for him to see. And it did. I've worked with him when I was training M&M's.
just making the distinction for you. Down goes Ortiz on a perfect right-hand shot by Berto. Second knockdown of the fight for Berto. Berto stood in the center of the ring, feels confident in his legs with the right hand.
Ortiz's legs are very weak here.
Now beats Ortiz the punch.
This is the 6th round. It was the round that...
Hard right hand by Berto.
Clock is taken out, so he's trying to get that one shot off.
It's been a great round for Berto through the first 5. Berto, after he was in so much, his uppercut is good too. Now Ortiz has got.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable! Foreman and Ron Lyle stand aside.
Position to stop the fight. And then Berto goes down.
Unbelievable. What they're seeing, the phrase fight of the year candidate is perhaps a bit overused, but mark it down, babe.
Victor Ortiz. You know, Jim, let's talk about round 6. Both guys get a little bit more in the 3 minutes of action. 4 rounds to...
If there was an American fighter in the house, see,
Yeah,
we've got 2 of them right now.
so far.
Temptation the hard way. And it seems to be still,
Let him out. Let's go.
as compared to Berto, so still shows to me he's got a lot more.
These are huge shots which are landing for both fighters.
Oh my God.
This is what you want to be great men. And this
David Harmon corrects me, there are 4 official knockdowns. There have been so many fireworks.
Yeah. A little excited.
Thank you.
Does anybody think it's knockdown in this fight?
Not I. Not as long as they're throwing well there by Andre Berto. And you saw the wobble. He asked him to jab.
Let's go.
He's trying to sit back and try to catch Ortiz coming in. But, you know, it's going to be very tough because Ortiz is, and as hurt as he was.
Sprint with his skill. But it's really difficult to slugfest into a boxing match.
One is as fresh, and their legs aren't earlier. Berto likes to sit in gym if he loses this fight, and for any fight that...
It's amazing that the power.
The slugfest continues. An amazing display of tenacious, but especially by Victor Ortiz. Ortega warning Ortiz for hitting.
I think Ortega has...
Both fighters seem. Berto had a history of these kind of tumultuous fights in the amateurs. Of course, in the amateurs, you have
Break. Step back. Step back. Time. Let's go. Box.
Of the 290 combined landed punches through the 8th round, we mentioned the slugfest all the way. Andre Berto is settling into a little bit more of a box. As trainer Tony Morgan has asked him to remember, Ortiz, for his part, intelligently wants to keep banging.
Break. Out. Break. That's a holding.
They've been fighting. They're still throwing punches. There's never been any lack of power in the punches.
Is giving Berto a chance to win.
I disagree with Harold on the last round. I have Ortiz laid back the way he did in the Peterson.
Behind the head again.
Berto hasn't been able to pull the trigger as
right.
much as he has 3 rounds. If he doesn't do something to assert himself.
And he's got to try to land that right hand.
Well, he's 6'83", 6 rounds to 3, Victor Ortiz. There's no question that Trump going to win this fight. Victor.
Now Ortega tells Berto he's holding.
He breaks him up quickly and doesn't let those clinches.
And now Ortiz seems motivated to try to put it away. This no doubt is the motivation to try to make the round an the right hand from Berto.
Yes, Berto was still punching with 4.
Is determined to not let. We should remind everybody
Good left hand by Ortiz.
that Berto is ranked Mayweather in the welterweight division. Only behind Pacquiao and that this is the first
Looks
fight.
like there's a new welterweight in town, and his name is Victor Ortiz.
And this is the first fight Ortiz has ever fought at this weight.
That's right, like a man possessed. Berto.
Let's go. Box.
Power shots in the 10th round. Ortiz doubling Berto. 22 out of 54 to 12 out of 31 for Berto. And Ortiz succeeded in evening the round.
Is a overwhelming favorite. Champion.
Be careful. That was close. Behind the head.
To the body, Emmanuel.
Then take a step back, he may be better because they keep colliding back for a minute and have Berto off balance.
Berto looks.
They're going right together. If he would just move forward and then pull.
This is the way Berto looks and wound up against the ropes, trying to get the ropes to help him stand up.
He would stop the fight if Ortiz would land another.
And
Ortiz is having his way again. One big right hand.
Let him out. Let him out. Go.
An American who would be a big box office attraction
here tonight.
11 rounds in the books. 11th round. Danny Garcia has been largely a cheerleader throughout the fight for his fighter, Victor Ortiz. And that's pretty much all he's had to do because Victor has been bringing it in every single round.
The welterweight champion of the W for one more round.
You know, to tell your fighter that he's up.
At this point, Emmanuel, he has created for himself a style which is about risk. And he just got hit with 2 big shots.
Most of all, how well he's taken some of Ortiz's big punches.
Another big left hand for Ortiz. Berto eating that shot the way along. Rescue his position in the welterweight division. He has a magical backstory. There were some in the past several months of a fighter. No one will question his heart after tonight. It's been a courageous show, but if the stock of both fighters went up, the stock and fans will not be able to wait to see excitement. What's war?
Step back. Step back. Take time.
To be bushel of it. Round one. And now let's go to ring announcer David Diamante with the scores. Big shots by Ortiz in the
After
corner.
12 rounds of action
second
here
to
at the
Berto
MGM
gets
Grand
his.
at Foxwoods, we go to the
Ortiz
judges'
knocked down, and the
scorecards.
glove holds him back up.
Clark
And at that
Sammartino
moment,
scored
it
this
appeared that
contest
Berto was in position
115
reverse the
to
fight, but in the
110.
closing seconds of the round,
Glenn
Ortiz
Feldman
knocked
scored
Berto
this
back and
contest
forth between the two fighters.
114 to 112.
Berto knocks
And
Ortiz
Judge
down
Julie
with a
Letterman
perfect right
scored
hand.
this contest
Here we
114
see
to
the left-hand
111
shot that landed
for
by
your
Ortiz.
winner
It wasn't a
by
clean blow.
unanimous
To me, I think it
decision.
was a knockdown.
and new
That was still- if he didn't land the
WBC
blow,
Welterweight Champion of the world, Vicious Victor Ortiz.
and this was called the official knockdown.
The uppercut.
Ortiz didn't get to
A
land a whole
tremendous
lot of
win for Ortiz.
devastating punches. I
The
think this
first
right uppercut
professional
was
loss for
probably the
Berto.
signature punch of the entire round.